about racing. Project E. Finally, you show yourself. That's an FD. What's that? An H6.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. Okay, so like I mentioned in the previous video, we've been having some battery issues with Zangetsu, and yesterday I made a mistake that was born of impatience. There is a electronic tire pump that I have that stopped working some time ago, and I only recently read the sticker on the side of it that said that it's only supposed to work at 10-minute intervals, and if you find it overheating, you're supposed to let it cool down for 30 minutes. So that made me think that it's possible that it might still be working, because one of the tires has now decided to start having a slow puncture and has gone flat. So I wanted to basically test it out, and I tried to borrow my neighbor's battery to connect it to my car to start it so that I could connect the pump while the car idles and see if I could actually pump the tire, only to find out that I made the mistake of incorrectly connecting the battery to the wrong terminals, and I seem to have caused an electrical failure in the car. So the electrical failure that I've caused is that when I borrowed my neighbor's battery and incorrectly connected the terminals, there is a short circuit that I seem to have caused in the car's electrical system, which is why you can't see anything on the dashboard. Everything is dead. It doesn't even have the red key light that normally comes on around here somewhere when you open the door, because the door is currently open. It's not showing the mileage over here or anything else. So it's a bit of a panicky issue. I did get a little bit scared, but after doing a little bit of research, I realized that it's possible that what may have blown is the main fuse in the fuse box that's inside the engine bay, and that fuse is there basically to protect the car's electrical system as a whole, so that more expensive components don't get destroyed in a short circuit. Things like the ECU or the alternator and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that that's what the case is, and we're going to be basically investigating that in today's video. So according to the research that I've done, it's possible that I may have blown the main fuse, which is this here. So I'm just trying to inspect it and maybe also remove it to have a look at it to see if it actually is damaged, and I'm hoping it doesn't cost too much to replace. Okay, so a couple of stumbling blocks that we're coming across here in this unexpected problem that I've caused for myself. So this main fuse, as I mentioned before, is held down by two, I think they are bolts, not sockets, but anyway, they're held down by these two 10mm sockets, I think they are, and they've been in there for quite a while, and I think they haven't needed to be moved. And as I sort of like try to torque them open, this whole thing is moving, because it's also held on together by this screw, and there's supposed to be a screw up here. So I need to find something to replace this so that it can hold it in place, so that I can apply the proper amount of force to try and turn this thing. Okay, so now I'm going to be rifling through, my trusty collection of loose fasteners that I've collected over the years, and to see if we can find something to put in this hole here. Okay, we seem to have found something. So now I'm just screwing it in. Seems to be working well. Okay, so after some painstaking rifling through the toolbox, we finally found an 8mm socket, which is the exact measurement needed for those nuts. I finally found the right word, that are holding down the main fuse there. So we are now loosening it. Okay, and the main fuse is finally liberated from its housing. There was a bit of a side mission that, and it looks like there's this sort of like perspex or transparent plastic housing that you can look through and possibly open even, because I see clips on either side of it, to see if everything's intact inside. And when I shake it, it doesn't sound like everything is intact. So there's definitely some problems there. So I'm going to try and see if I can't take a closer look. Okay, as I suspected, the plastic casing was removable, and that's the inside. Now, this I think is what was shaking this here when I was this is what was moving around when I was shaking the fuse, and it looks like a metal piece that connects to these two metal stubs on the other side. So I think it broke from there, which is what broke continuity. And I did sort of like take a sniff at it as well, and it does smell a bit like there was some burning happening at some point, very faintly though. If I had done that yesterday when it happened, the smell probably would have been a bit stronger. But yeah, it does. I did sort of detect the residue of like a burn smell remainder, I guess you could say. So this is a win in the sense that it looks like it definitely was the main fuse that was the issue, and that I haven't completely burnt up my wiring harness, so we just need to replace that. So the annoyingly frustrating thing about this tire is that it waited until I finally repaired the other tire on the other side to make sure that all four tires were now no longer going flat. And it even also waited until I made the video stating that all of my tires are fine for it to start going flat. So a little bit annoying, but a minor hiccup in the long run. Alright, so after a brief conversation with one of my neighbors, I've decided to try something rather daring. It's possible that we might be able to bridge the missing metal material between those two connectors inside the fuse by introducing another piece of metal, like a copper wire perhaps, or any sort of like metalish kind of wire that can connect those two pieces together, and then see if that works, because if it does, then I won't need to buy another fuse. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I mean, these things shouldn't be too expensive. But it would be a nice experiment just to see if we can really, create something out of nothing. My favorite type of topic. So I got this, I think it's copper. So I got this wiring out of some of the sound system wiring that my car is no longer using anymore. And I just want to see if I can possibly use this to replace the missing metal connection in that fuse. Okay, so this is a very rough draft of our Hail Mary bridging the fuse solution. I do have a metal sort of like copper wire in there that's connecting both points, but it's not like very secure, but they are at least all touching. So I want to try and connect it and see if anything happens. I mean, just, knowing that, of course, if this fails, we'll just get another fuse. It's not that much of a train smash. This is just an experiment, really. I do not freaking believe it. It actually worked. Because yesterday, when we were initially having this issue, there was absolutely nothing on the dashboard. No lights, no mileage, nothing. And now we're getting everything. Wow, and that thing is not even securely installed. The wire that's between those 2 points. So maybe we can just work towards getting it more properly installed. Ladies and gentlemen, I call that a complete success. Granted, it's not the best way to fix a fuse, in my opinion. Just looking at how flimsy the connections that I made were, I don't see that standing up to abuse and stuff like that, like to actually stay rigid in difficult situations. But nonetheless, it's nice to know that my knowledge is slowly growing and I'm starting to understand the electronics part of car culture and car maintenance and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means. I'm still definitely very much an amateur, someone who's sort of like learning the game. I'm more of an enthusiast than a professional. But it's very reassuring just to know that I'm actually making progress and I'm not wasting time in this world. There is some growth happening. And it's nice to know that my wiring harness is not fried as well. That's a huge relief. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get an actual proper fuse because that's definitely something that we're gonna do. I hope you guys did find some value from this video, some educational hints and tips perhaps if you are struggling with a similar issue. And if you did enjoy this video, please click on the thumbs up icon to leave us a like. And if you'd like to see more from Project Zangetsu, please go ahead and click subscribe and be sure to hit that bell icon so you are notified each and every time I drop new content on this here channel. As usual, people, take care of each other, stay awesome, and keep the dream alive. Peace.
I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once.